guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's look is going to be this look right here. It's just a brown, neutrally, sparkly, whatever you want to call it. I still don't know what I'm going to name this video yet, but if you want to see this look, just please keep watching. So we've already started with a primed face, and my eyebrows are done already, and I primed my lids as well. I used the Nivea Men's Sensitive Post Shave Balm. Works really good for primer. We're going to get started on the eyes first, so I'm going to zoom you in and I'll be right back. Okay, so first things first, we're going to start in the crease. I'm going to start with the shade, what shade is this? Scratched off because I use this palette so much. It's just this pink shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to put that on a fluffy brush and start working that into the crease. This is going to be our transition shade, so you don't have to be neat with this at all. I'm just going to work that color in my crease. And like I said, you really don't have to be neat with this at all. You can be as sloppy as you want because it's just a transition color. You kind of just want to use it as like a nice base for your other shadows in a way. So yeah guys, I've been busy and out a lot. I've been out of town all the time. I have a boyfriend and he lives in Bakersfield, so I have been just traveling on my off days back and forth to Bakersfield all the time, and that takes a lot out of you, so that's why I haven't really been filming a lot. So now that it's summer, now that I'm out of school, and now that I don't work as much, I can kind of like focus on filming now. And I also got a new camera, which was something that was bothering me a lot. I kept filming on my MacBook and that quality was crap, so I finally like upgraded, and yeah, seems to be working out pretty nicely so far. So once we have like that color, that transition color on our crease and lid area, I'm going to take the shade Nuts For You, and this is the shade by Morphe. So I'm just going to take that on a Real Techniques fluffy brush, and we're going to start putting that in the actual crease area. And just start working that in your crease. Yeah, so I've been like traveling a lot back and forth to Bakersfield. Like every off day I get, I'll mostly like drive over there, and then on the weekends he'll come and see me. Let me tell you, long distance relationships are tough. So tough. So tough. But we're making it work. So I'm just going to mainly focus a lot of it on the outer crease area and then kind of just drag it into the inner crease area. And you're going to want to put that lower than the transition shade that we use, just so there's like a nice gradient. I'm just going to keep blending that in. Yeah, so I've mostly just been like going to school a lot, working all the time, and then traveling back and forth to Bakersfield. So like I'm always on the go, it feels like. I feel like I'm just like always moving. I'm always doing something. I always have to be somewhere. I'm like hardly at home, and if I am at home, it's to sleep. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I cut my hair. I cut it a few weeks ago. I guess it was like a little over a month ago, I guess. Like, no, it was like, yeah, like 6 weeks. 6 weeks ago I think I cut it. And I love it. I miss my long hair a little bit, but I think I'm going to keep it short for a while because it's like a nice change. I've been meaning to cut my hair short for a year, like a whole year. In fact, a year ago this time I dyed my hair blonde. I had a blonde weave, and I was like, I'm going to dye blonde, keep it in a weave for a few like months, and then I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it super I wasn't even going to cut it this short. It was going to be like maybe like a cute little bob, and I never did that. I just kept it blonde. So finally my hairdresser, who's my aunt, she kept saying like, so your hair is really damaged, what are you gonna do with it, you know, like when are you gonna, you know, you're either gonna sew it up, put it in another weave, or you are going to cut it off, like what's the deal? And so I was like, you know what, let's just cut it. And so I went over there, you know, tried to play her, and I was like, oh yeah, like let's just do it like below the ears, no longer than that, like both sides. I mean, I was like, yeah, like I don't want it that short, and like I want it short, you know, like I'm totally gonna cut my hair short, but because it was like kind of down to my shoulders. She ended up like kind of cutting it a little bit. She started cutting it, and she's like, you know what, it doesn't sound like you really want to do this, like you're not. I'm just going back in with that shader brush that I use with that light color from the Shade and Light palette and just blending that all together. She's like, I don't really know what you're gonna do, like it doesn't really sound like you want to cut your hair, you're playing games over here, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with your hair. And so then I was like, you know what, fine, just cut it off, go ahead, cut it off. And she just started just like just grabbing chunks of hair and just like cutting them out. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? And after she did that and she styled it, I loved it. I seriously loved it. So yeah, next shade we're gonna go in with is going to be Toasted Hazelnut. Again, it's by Morphe. We're going to take that on a fluffy blending brush, and this is, I think, by BH Cosmetics. This is in their, I want to say it's like their, I don't freaking know, but it's like supposed to be like eco-friendly or something, so it came in a kit. And then we're just going to put that above the Nuts For You shade and just keep blending. So yeah, before I filmed this video, I was trying to film you guys a updated brow routine video, but that ish did not work out. I'm like still trying to get used to my camera and like setting it up and figuring out how to focus and zoom and all that great stuff. And I'm officially on summer break. Finally, school's over. I'm so tired of school. I'm so tired of school. You have no idea. And yeah, so now that school's over, I can just focus on filming on my off days, and I got some things planned in the future, guys. Can't tell you about them now, but got some pretty good plans. So then I'm going to just take this Equal Tools fluffy brush and go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture palette. I'm going to take the shade Fudge, and I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and just focus that on the outer V of the crease area. And you're kind of gonna wanna drag that kind of to the lid area a little bit. I'm kind of tapping it in a little bit as I go. And then just like dragging it to the crease and below a little bit. So then I'm going to go back into the Shade and Light palette and use that light color again that we used as a transition, and then just blend that because I feel like I'm losing a little bit of the warmth up there. So just use that and blend it as much as you can. Just blend out the edges. So the next shade I'm going to take is Steady, and that is in the Gwen Stefani palette by Urban Decay, and it's just going to be this shade here, Steady. I'm going to take that on a flat shader brush and then just put that all over my lid. Now I'm just going to add some mascara onto my top lashes, and I'm just going to use this, it's Wet n Wild, and it's Max Fanatic Cat Eye Mascara. And I really like the wand on this guy. I like how it lengthens and separates my eyelashes a lot. Okay guys, so now that the eyes are done for the most part, we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to put a primer on. This is just the NYX Born to Glow Illuminating Primer. If you guys want me to film a brow tutorial, please just comment down below and let me know, because I think I got my brow routine pretty solid. Alright, so the foundation I'm going to use today is going to be the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation. This is like a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And this is the shade 07, which is Sand. I don't know if you noticed, but I have 2 pimples on my chin. I popped them, but yeah, they're going to leave a nasty scar. And then I'm also going to mix that with the Fit Me Dewy Smooth Foundation. And this is in the shade 310. I really like that Milani concealer that I just put on prior to this. I feel like it's really full coverage and it lasts a long time, which I love. To buff that in, I'm going to use this Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques. I'm going to use, what is this? Master Fix Face Studio Setting Spray by Maybelline. I'm going to spray that on the brush, spray a little bit on my face, and then just buff that in. I'm mostly like tapping it in my skin. I'm not like wiping it, I'm tapping it so it has like an even layer. And it just looks a lot more natural, I feel. And then I'm going to drag that down my neck and a little bit on my ears. So then I'm going to take my beauty blender and just pounce out those like little misses that that the brush couldn't reach, those little corners that the brush couldn't reach. And I like to go over my lips for some reason. Alright, so moving on to concealer, we're going to use the Master Conceal Concealer by Maybelline. This is in the shade Light Medium. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. And then to set that, we're just going to use Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I'm just going to dip that directly in there with the beauty blender. Okay, so moving on to contouring, we're going to use Hoola by Benefit. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques sculpting brush and then just carve out my cheekbones. And then to kind of clean that up, I'm just going to dip into the Laura Mercier powder again and just bake under there for a little bit. And then I also like to bake my smile lines because they crease. This is really attractive, isn't it? So then I'm just going to dust that away. So for underneath my eyes, I'm going to take that shade again by Morphe. It's going to be Nuts For You. After that, I'm just going to dust off underneath where we carved out our cheekbones. And then I'm going to go with mascara on the bottom lashes. Moving on to blush, I'm using the NYX Ombre Blush. This is in the shade Nude To Me. I'm taking that on an IT Cosmetics blush brush. I love this color so much. This is like a perfect everyday blush. Okay, so next up we're going to highlight. I am using the shade Angel from the Urban Decay blush palette by Gwen Stefani. I'm just going to take a Morphe M501 and just put that over my cheekbones. We are glowing, honey. Yes. These are just the Eyelure number 107. These are the natural lights. And I'm going to put those on my lashes and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I did my eyelashes off camera. While I was looking for like lipstick to put on for the final look, I'm looking in my makeup and I'm like, where's all my lipstick? Then I remember I take my lipstick with me when I leave, you know. I went into my backpack. I went into my purse. I found all of these. Like, this is a problem. Like, why? Why can't I just wear it for the day, put it back when I'm finished? I never do that. So anyways, we'll do our lips with two colors today. I'm going to start off with Milani's Matte Beauty, shade 69. And then I'm going to go top that with Matte Naked by Milani. That's not really light enough for me. I'll go over that with this Lingerie NYX liquid lipstick. So this is the shade number 8, Bedtime Flirt. Alright guys, so now that the lips are done, that completes this entire look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you have any requests that you want, just comment them down below as well. And until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.